All right, so here's factor by grouping, and the clue is if you have some sort of four terms, that is the idea of looking to grouping. Before you begin with any type of factoring, look for the GCF. Do I have any GCF between in all these four terms? Do you have any GCF? No, so no GCF, so let's think about grouping. The idea of the grouping is you could group any two together and look what they have in common. So the choice is you could group the first two, the last two, rearrange any way that you could see in the GCF within the two terms. In this case, how do you want to group?
SY and 3Y. SY plus 3Y.
So you want to group this way? Okay.
Yes.
And again, there's no one way of doing it. She want to group it this way, and then she want to group it this way.
Yes.
All right. Let's look at the upper arrow. So here I look at this too, right? What's my GCF there?
Y.
Y. Let's factor Y out of there. If I factor Y out of this, what do I have left?
S plus 3.
Good. You see it? All right. Are you okay with my first top arrow? Now let's look at this too. I have 5x plus 15. What is my GCF?
5.
Plus 5? Let's factor plus 5 out. If I factor plus 5 out of here, what do I have left?
S plus 3.
If I factor 5 out of here, what do I have left? 3.
And
Right?
Yeah.
Now look at what you have.
Yeah, you have
How many terms do I have here?
2.
Yeah. Look at this and look at that. What is my GCF right there?
S plus 3.
If I factor x plus 3 out of this term, what do I have left?
Y plus 5.
If I factor 3x plus 3 x plus 3 out of here, what do I have left?
5.
Am I completely factor?
Yes.
Yes. Why? The idea of the factor is the product of the something. Am I in the relationship of multiplication? So the factor of these is this. So how do I know my work is correct? Foil it back. If you foil it out, will I get this? Yes. All right. Let me do it the other way. One thing I want you to know is that that is not the only way you could factor. I'm the lazy one. I usually take the first two and the last two. And I want to show you what's the difference if I do that. If I look at the first two, what's my GCF? Factor x out, then what do I have left?
Y.
Y plus 5. Yeah? Let's look at my last two. What is my GCF?
3.
3.
Yes.
If I factor 3 out, what do I have left?
Y plus 5.
All right. You see it?
I see.
All right. Look at this and look at that. What is my GCF right there?
Y plus 5.
5.
If I factor y plus 5 out of here, what do I have left?
S
If I factor y plus 5 out of here, what do I have left? Plus 3? Look at this and look at that. It's the same. So you have a choice. You could group it any way you like. And for me, like what I said, I'm the lazy one. I don't want to think about it. I tend to take the first two. First two and last two, but it doesn't work all the time. Sometimes you need to rearrange it. But again, most of the time, I grab the first two and the last two. Okay?